morning, everyone, and welcome. My name's Janine, and I'm a education training executive, and I am just slightly excited that today I get to host our first coffee chat of 2021. It's been a while since we've had one of these, so this morning seems like a really great day to get started. So I hope you have a fresh brew to hand, ready to talk about our quarterly theme for this first quarter, which is all about the lifestyle edit. So the pandemic has really left us feeling like our worlds have been somewhat overturned, and we've had to make lots of changes. Some of these changes are more positive, so getting outdoors a lot more, taking time to just be in the moment and be present, and even slowing down. But some of these changes have maybe been a bit less positive as we try to really cling on to some sort of a routine. And the reality is that all of these changes, whether they are positive or less positive, really have an influence on our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. So as we move into this new year, we will be focusing on the impact that your lifestyle has on your skin. And I want you to take a moment and think about your own skin right now. How is your skin feeling? Has it changed over the last month, 6 months, or even the last year? I know personally mine has gone through dramatic changes from really dry, flaky skin to really persistent breakouts right now. I feel like my skin's gone through its own pandemic, to be fair. So it's evident that these changes to our lifestyle have really influenced our skin. So we want to talk to you about our quarterly theme, which is the lifestyle edit. So over January to March, we're going to share with you all of the top tips and ideas to help you and your customers ensure that they have skin health and their overall general wellness goals for 2021. So this morning's coffee chat is really about taking you through some of the incredible information that we have at your fingertips to support rolling this out into your businesses. So please, as we go along today, feel free to add any comments or questions into the chat function. I'll endeavor to answer them all during the coffee chat. But of course, if we don't get to all of you, we'll have a little look at them later on today and definitely get back to you. So we have a generous library of information, and I'm going to walk you through all of the various assets that are available and just give you a little overview of the focus of these assets and how you can use them to share this overarching lifestyle theme over the next couple of months. So firstly, the lifestyle edit is actually divided into 3 key subjects. We've divided it into climate and skin, exercise and skin, and then the last one is my skin and lifestyle edit. This is actually my personal favorite one, and I'll share with you a little bit as to why later on. So what we'll do is we'll look through all of these. So I'm actually going to share my screen with you and take you through everything step by step so that you know exactly where you can access each of these various assets. And predominantly, they can all be found on the Dermalogica Business Center. So hopefully you've had a chance to navigate your way to the business center. So I have this up here now, so I'm hoping you can all see that. When you get onto the landing page of the business center, if you go to the top and in the search function, if you type in lifestyle edit, it will actually bring up all of the assets that you have available for this quarterly theme. So you can see here that we have a host of social assets. We also have some imagery that goes alongside it. So these are our hero images for our theme. We have some treatment protocols that are also available, and also printable display sheets, and a second page with some additional skin school fact sheets. So I'll take you through each of these and how you can actually use them in your business. to support this lifestyle conversation with our customers. So the first thing we're going to talk about are the social assets. So this is really about helping you to connect with your customers, whether you're doing virtual conversations with them or communications, or even using your social media channels right now to help educate your customers. So we have a number of different assets that you can use that focus on those 3 core subjects within that lifestyle edit. So you'll see here that we have exercise and the skin. So this is the hero imagery for this. And we know that when it comes to exercise, exercise is fantastic for your overall general health and wellness. But are there any negative impacts on your skin? It's really about finding the balance to ensure that you can feel good, but also you can look good. So this is a social aspect that you can use to promote on your social channels, or also virtual communications. Alongside that exercise and skin, you'll see that we've got some interesting facts about relating specifically to that topic. So first of all, we have, should you be wearing SPF all year round? And for us as professional skin therapists and Dermalogica therapists, we know that this is vital, but we still have people that don't feel the need even on the sunniest, even on the greyest of days. There's not much sun at the moment. So there's these fun fact sheets that go alongside that social content. So that's just one of them. And one of my favorites that goes along exercise is not just about exercising your body, but actually thinking about your face. This is wonderful. There are 42 individual muscles in your face that give us a vast amount of facial expressions. And I'm certain I've probably used at least 40 of these just in this opening slot with you. So this is about highlighting, of course, physical exercise, but exercising your facial muscles, taking time to look after yourself, and encouraging your customers to use their skincare routine as a form of self-care to support their overall health and wellness. We then have our social assets that pertain particularly to climate and the skin. So this is a fantastic image that really helps you to think about, have you considered the impact of the climate on your skin? We know that when the weather changes and it becomes colder, our skin can become drier and a bit flakier and even more sensitive. But have you thought about the toasty microclimate that you're in at the moment, maybe working from home? That can also have a significant impact on the skin. So this is a great thought-provoking social asset that you can use to spark a conversation with your customers. So to go alongside that one, we have some great social assets here to talk about how you can maintain hydration in your skin. And it's not just about drinking water, but thinking about your skincare routine and swapping out key formulations to optimize protection of the skin. So I'm hoping you can see that you've got a great hero image, and then you've got a number of different assets that you can use alongside that to continue communication and conversation with your customers. And then lastly, we have our My Skin and Lifestyle Audit. So this is, again, a great way to really think about taking a moment and assessing your skin and lifestyle aspects. So, really about isolating or spotting any gaps in your routine. And there's a couple of additional top tips which I'll share with you later on when we look at the Skin School fact sheet. So alongside this, you also have a fantastic resource or asset, which is all about face mapping. As Dermalogica professionals and accounts, we know that face mapping is really the foundation to all of our skin conversations with our customers. But there's still so many people that don't realize that they can have a personalized conversation with a professional, qualified skin therapist to help personalize lifestyle and skin advice, but also look at advising on professional services. So this is one of my favorite social assets because it really helps to call out that customers can seek out their Dermalogica professional skin therapist to have a conversation. It's the best thing to chat to somebody, first of all, just to connect with them, but talk to them about their skin as well. So this is a great social asset that you can be using in a number of different ways. So those are the first few assets that you have available to download and use in any virtual communications with your customers. Now, the next aspect, I'm going to flick over to the next page. Bear with me a second. So I'm going to flick over to the next page, which is page 2, and just call out the Skin School fact sheets. Now, the Skin School fact sheets are really designed to provide you with knowledge and useful hints and tips that you can share with your customers to help educate them. These are actually printable items. So you'll see we've got the My Skin and Lifestyle Audit. You have the Exercise and Skin, and then at the bottom here we have the Climate and Skin. So these are actually two-sided, so I'll share with the details with you shortly, but these are fantastic to help elevate the education that you provide a client. So you could print these off and send them to your customer prior to a virtual interaction, whether that is a virtual Mirror Me session where you're guiding them through skincare, or potentially just a virtual consultation. You could send the appropriate Skin School fact sheet to them, which has a whole host of ideas, hints and tips, and information and education about skin. Really, your Skin School fact sheets are a fantastic way to put your professional expert advice top of mind for your customers and not just about product. So if we click on the first Skin School fact sheet, which is Exercise and Skin, just going to zoom out so that you can see the sort of general content here. You'll see that it's two-sided, and then I'll zoom in a little bit more so that you can see some of this content. So here we're talking about how important exercise and movement is for your overall wealth and overall health and wellness, possibly wealth as well, but also talking about the implications of exercise on your skin. You know, as I said, it's great to have general exercise, but are there things we need to consider that could be affecting how our skin feels at this point in time? It also shares with you some of those key messages regarding exercising on your face. So that is our first printable Skin School fact sheet. I'm going to go back for a second. I just see there's a couple of comments, so let me bear with me as I answer these now. So somebody's actually said, sorry, I missed a few minutes. What section will I find these in? Absolutely. Let me take you back. So if you go on to the Business Center, and if you type in the search bar at the top, Lifestyle Edit, if I just do that again, in the Business Center, if you go to Go, it'll actually bring it back up, and this is all to do with the first quarterly theme, which is our lifestyle edit. So I hope that supports you in understanding where you can go to find all this content that I'm sharing with you today. So let's go back to page 2. So the second fact sheet that Skin School fact sheet that we have is the Climate and Skin. So again, this is a fantastic way, as I said, so this is all printable, to talk a bit more about the quality of the air that's surrounding us, pollution, because although everybody's getting out a lot more, which is, you know, really important, it's also about understanding how that impacts your skin. We also talk a little bit here about that SPF, why you need to protect your skin, you know, all year round, and then top skin hydration tips. What I love about these tips is they are general information tips or hacks to share with your customers. And then, of course, you can link to some key Dermalogica products that you feel fit or are a fit for your specific customer. So these are really fun, educational Skin School fact sheet that will support the conversation of the lifestyle edit. So finally, the last Skin School fact sheet, which is my personal favorite, is the My Skin and Lifestyle Audit. This is about stopping and taking note of your general skin and lifestyle. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger and looking at whether you have any gaps in your general skin and lifestyle. So of course, it talks about product, but what I love about this is it's really helping you to take stock of you and yourself. So I love it here. It says, have you taken time to unwind today? Have you got fresh air today? Have you planned a happy activity or hobby, or even taken time for a self-care ritual? By seeing this fact sheet, it'll help your customers to understand how taking time out for themselves will really help to influence that physical, emotional, and mental well-being, and how when you use your skincare, you can really create some fantastic self-care moments. For, if you don't have time to do everything else, use your your skincare as a moment of self-care. There's too many S's in that. So I absolutely love this skincare audit. It's definitely made me sit back and think about what I can be doing on a daily or weekly basis to ensure that I can maintain that optimum skin health. So those are the social and printable assets that we have available on the Education Center, on the Business Center. And then in addition to that, with every quarterly theme, we always have professional services. So we have promotional professional services, and we have two available for you. We have the ProFirm at Home, which is a virtual at-home service that you, the professional skin therapist, can deliver to your customers. And then we have the ProFirm neck and skin treatment. So I'll talk about these individually so you understand what they are and how you can use them. Let's start first of all with the ProFit. I keep wanting to say fit. I've got fitness on my mind today. I do apologize. ProFirm at Home. Now, what I have absolutely loved seeing is over the last couple of weeks, so many of you have already hosted ProFirm at Home virtual events. And you've been sharing your activities, images, and success on our professional Facebook group. And I wanted to give a little shout out to Gaynor Kalo, who last night shared with us that she was going to host her very first Zoom ProFirm at Home service. And Gaynor, I hope it's going well. I saw the comments and there was lots of positive aspects for you. You've got this, you can do this. But most importantly, well done for stepping out of your comfort zone and ensuring that your customers can connect with your professional expertise. So if you haven't tried a virtual service with your customers, this is a fantastic place to start, the ProFirm at Home. So what is it? Well, as I mentioned, it is a professional skin therapist-led virtual treatment. It takes about 35 minutes and is a chargeable service of either £15 or €20. And essentially, you, the professional skin therapist, will share education along with an experience for your customers. So they actually get to use product on their own skin. The ProFirm at Home actually talks all about what you need to know as to taking care of the skin on your neck and chest, and why this area is more vulnerable to premature skin aging. This particular virtual service also talks about the inevitable tech neck and how you can get around that. So as a feature product, your ProFirm at Home actually features the brand new Neck Fit Contour Serum as a key feature. So what we have here is a menu description for you, so you don't have to put this together. You can lift this content and actually use this to promote your service. It also takes you through a step-by-step protocol of how you can break up this virtual experience for your customers. So we've broken it all down for you in time segments, as well as key information that you can share with them. So again, if you're unsure of this, have a look on the Facebook Professionals group page, because actually lots of people have shared some incredible activity and outcomes regarding the ProFit at Home. We then have the step-by-step of the treatment, the product delivery section, how you can get yourself prepared to optimize the delivery of this. And also your ProFit at Home would normally include a little treatment kit. So we've listed the suggested samples that you can send out. In your February Skinsider, you'll see some fantastic images of at-home treatment kits that you've all put together to showcase that you can actually make them as sort of refined as you like, or you can expand them depending on what it is you would like your customers to use during this service. So check out the February Skin Cider, where you can find out a little bit more. So the ProFirm at Home is that virtual service. It's an experience for your customers. You can do it with multiple people, or you could potentially do it for one person. But the key is have a go and just do it. Now, alongside the virtual service, we completely appreciate that right now we're unable to deliver any in-person services. I know that we are all patiently waiting for those magic words of, would you like to come through for your skin treatment today? So we wait patiently, and hopefully when it comes in March or April time, so spring, that we'll be able to get back hands-on with our customers. So when that time comes, we have our promotional service, which is actually our ProFirm neck and skin treatment. This is a 60-minute treatment that offers you a new generation in skin treatments because it targets the dermal layers, the connective tissue underneath that. It ultimately lifts, tones, and maximizes overall skin health. This particular treatment features the brand new NeckFit Refining Mask. So if you haven't got your hands on that, that's the key feature within the service. Alongside a Dermalogica fascia massage, you'll see that here on the side, and I'll share with you where you can access information to that. And finally, it also includes the application of your NeckFit Contour Serum towards the end of your service. So this is the all bells and whistles approach to linking that professional service to your customers' retail, but also helping them to optimize the skin health on their neck and chest area. So this gives you a step-by-step protocol of what the service looks like, what touch therapies to include, how you can link your retail sales, but also how you can advertise this from a menu description point of view. So everything is available on this document. So if you're wondering, or if you'd like to see the Dermalogica fascia massage technique, the Education Center is the place to go. So on the Education Center, we'll add a link in the comments function. But on the Education Center, you will find resources that link you to information regarding the new NeckFit Contour Serum. So if you don't know all the ins and outs about it, there's some great resources on there. It'll also link you to information on the new NeckFit Refining Mask, so you can get connected with that. But it also shares the Dermalogica fascia massage technique. So all of that is available on the Education Center. So this information can then be translatable into your virtual services, but also your in-person services when we are able to open at some point. Now, you might be thinking, oh, I can't wait to do the ProFirm neck and skin treatment. And, come April time, you might feel like you want to move on from that. But what's exciting is that actually once we are able to open, these services will become standalone benefit-led services and still feature on the treatment menu. So we have our Pro Bright, and now we will have our ProFirm. So it will be a treatment that you can offer ongoingly, depending on what your customer specifically needs on their skin. So those are just some of the assets to really help you bring this lifestyle edit to life, essentially, whether that is via your social communications, virtual communications, or if you're physically posting something off to your customer, you have a whole host of information here at your fingertips. I'd like to just go back to the homepage on the Business Center and highlight for you that here we have the February Skin Cider. I literally squealed when I saw the reusable coffee cup. So you can click in there and find out more about how to access that. And then in the second bucket here, you can download your February assets as well. So just a little note is that you'll see there's a slight technical issue. So when you click on this, it'll take you out of the Business Center to a separate housing point, which has all of your promotional assets for February. So please have a little look at both of those, because it'll help you to build that bigger story of the lifestyle edit, and you can decide how you use those promotions to facilitate that conversation with your customers. Of course, you can always reach out to your commercial team to support you with all of those. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen for now, and I think I might have a couple of questions that have popped up. So let me just have a look. So we've got a great question from Susie, who said, would this type of at-home service be done as a one-to-one or as a group? So Susie, this would really depend on you. I think when you're looking at the virtual at-home service, it can be scaled up. So if you have a customer that just wants to spend time with you individually, that would be absolutely fine. But by the same token, you could, grab a group of their friends together and create this virtual experience at home. I know some of our accounts have had various customers attend these virtual services from up to the age of about 80, which is just fantastic. So Susie, you could do this either on a small scale or a larger scale. It's entirely up to you. Keep us posted though when you do get to deliver the service. So the last aspect to talk about is that with every lifestyle edit, we always host or feature a International Dermal Institute webinar. And in January, we were very fortunate to host our expert educator from America, who is Laura West, and she did the adaptable fascia webinar. I'm sure there was many of you that actually attended that. If you did attend it, I'd love to see what your thoughts were, because it was fascinating to hear how we have this incredible 3D connective tissue web within our bodies and how it actually affects what happens on our skin. If you missed the webinar, you can still access it in our on-demand education. And we will add a little link into the chat function that will support you in accessing that information. So the webinar is really ideal to build your expertise as the professional skin therapist, and then you can translate that into your virtual communications with each and every one of your customers. So I don't think we have any other particular questions at this point in time. If you do come back to this later on and add anything, we'll be sure to answer them for you. But I hope that exploring this lifestyle edit and looking at this first quarter will give you inspiration to try something different. We're asking our customers, or you're asking your customers to make a pledge and a commitment to skin health and overall wellness. So why not make the pledge to yourself to try something new from this lifestyle edit? Try the virtual interaction with the customer. Run your first ever at-home experience with your customers using the ProFirm at home, and actually capitalizing on connecting with people now more than ever. So I hope that this really helps you to focus your time and your energy in creating those meaningful connections with each and every one of your customers. Please share your snippets of activities, images, and of course, successes in the Facebook group, because we can all definitely learn from one another, and we'd love to see how you've brought this lifestyle edit to life, essentially. So thank you so much for joining me this morning. Our first coffee chat has been great. I haven't even had a sip of my coffee yet, but I'm going to look forward to drinking this. Thank you for your time this morning. I wish you all the success in running these educational conversations with your customers, and we'll see you all very soon. Take care. Bye.